Assalamu alaikum, family. Hope y'all are doing well today. Hope you're having a blessed, wonderful day. Today is Tuesday, the second day of the work week. So, hope everything is going well for you. And the likelihood that you're having one of those days, always remember this: tough times don't last, tough people do. Keep your hope, trust, and faith in Allah God, and He will see you through. I could definitely bear witness to that. So, last week, Chris Lewis, 24-year-old man from Augusta, Georgia, was arrested for leaving his children, his three children, ages 10, 6, and 1, at McDonald's while he was on a job interview. So, according to the Augusta Press, an Augusta man was arrested last week after leaving three young children unattended at a McDonald's restaurant while he attended a job interview. Chris Lewis, 24, of Young Drive, was charged on March 22nd with deprivation of a minor. The incident occurred that day at the McDonald's located at 2902 Washington Road in Augusta, which has a playground inside. Authorities were called after a concerned customer noticed the children ages 1, 6, and 10 were left alone. A responding deputy found the children unattended. A witness reported seeing Lewis with the children around 4:30 p.m. that day. The witness also observed Lewis leave the restaurant, return later before leaving again. Lewis arrived back at McDonald's around 6:18 p.m. and was detained by officers. He explained that he had walked to the restaurant with his children from his apartment and didn't want to make them walk back while he attended a nearby job interview. He said he did not own a vehicle. The children's mother arrived shortly after and took the children from the restaurant. Lewis was arrested and taken into custody. So there you have it. That's from the Augusta Press, the local paper there in Augusta, Georgia. So this brother, Chris Lewis, um, was on the, had to go to a job interview. According to reports, he had to go to a job interview. So he had his three children with him. Ages: the oldest was 10, the middle child was 6, and the youngest was a year old. Took him to McDonald's. Everything was nearby, according to this article. So he took him there, left again, and then came back, and then left again. And the police was called on him. So I know what some people are going to say. Well, he shouldn't have done that. In this day and age, you can't leave your children by themselves. They could have been kidnapped. They could have been this. This could have happened. That's fair, and that's true. That is absolutely true. But we don't know this brother's circumstances. Maybe he didn't not have family nearby. The mother, maybe she was at work. She couldn't babysit the kids. Again, maybe he did not have family in that area, in that town. Maybe he's not good on good terms with his family. Maybe he don't trust his children around certain family members because they are like deviant. They're deviants, degenerates. So he figured my best option is to leave him here, and because I'm just going up the street. Yes, I get it. It's not ideal, but guess what? We don't live in an ideal world. Now, back when I was coming up in the 80s, you could do this. 10 years old, I was at home by myself many a times while my mom and dad were at work. They told me, do not open the door for anyone, no whatsoever, especially no stranger. Now, family, that's different. My grandma, whatever, comes, that's different. But for like strangers, no. Mm-mm. Don't even answer the door. That's what don't even answer it. And my grandmother would check on me. She would call. My uncles would check on me, and they would call and make sure I was okay, see if I needed anything. And I remember doing this at the age of 9, actually. From 9, 10, 11, 12, I was home by myself. I would fix me a sandwich, do my homework, and watch cartoons. I was good. And I remember having friends who were my age, who had younger siblings. They used to watch their siblings. They were my age at that 9, 10 years old, 11 years old. We're the same age. They had younger siblings. They would watch them and be in charge of them. Make sure they ate. Make sure they did their homework. This is back in the 80s. Now times have changed. I get it. What the brother did was an idea. I get it. It was an idea. But the man was trying to find a job, y'all. The man was looking for work to try to better himself, get himself out of the situation he was in. The brother was on a job interview. He wasn't going out hanging out with the homies, going to the bar, going to the strip club. He wasn't doing any of that. I get it. It's not ideal to leave your children unattended at a McDonald's. I get it. Age 10 years old. I mean, I get it. But again, we don't live in an ideal world. The brother was trying. Before I go any further, hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button now. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications whenever I do videos on here. So while people want to beat up on this brother for leaving his children alone, and there were some, and I'm going to get to that in a few seconds, consider the situation he was in. Desperate times causes desperate measures. I'm sure this man did not want to leave his children alone, unattended at a McDonald's with strangers around. I'm sure this brother, if he had the um the option of leaving them with relatives or with their mother or with someone whom he trusted to watch his three children, he would have done that. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Could he have taken the children to the job interview? Probably not. Could he reschedule? Possibly. I don't have a babysitter. That could have he could have done that. But I'm not going to beat up on somebody for trying. Would I have done it? No. But I'm not going to beat up on somebody for trying, and the man should not have been arrested. I don't think he should have. That's what gets me. He should not have been arrested. Yes, that's right. I said it. And I know there's going to be many who disagree with me. He should not have been arrested. Given a warning? Yes. A stern talking to? Yes. Hey, man, you can't be doing this. Thankfully, nothing happened to these children, but let this be a lesson. Next time, man, don't do this. Here are some resources. Try to offer the brother solutions instead of locking him up. We're so quick to judge and to bring the hammer down when it's not necessary. When it should be a teachable moment. Hey, brother, this is what you could do next time. Here are some resources, but don't do this again. Just give him a warning. Must you put him in jail? Then he'll have to go to court. Now he may not get that job because he got to pay court cost, get an attorney. So now he's in a worse situation than he was before. You see where I'm going with this? Speaking of people who beating up on him, Charlemagne the God, Charlemagne the Fraud, the Breakfast Club, him, DJ Envy, and I think what's her name? Jess Hilarious. I think she's still on there. Or the other young lady. Um, he gave his brother the donkey of the day. Charlemagne is known for doing this. People who may do stupid things, he gives them the donkey of the day. He said, "Well, there were resources. I looked it up. It was resources. Okay, Charlemagne, you have money. DJ Envy, y'all have money. Y'all have the resources. Maybe this young brother didn't know about that. Maybe it was a spur of the moment." And then Charlemagne goes on to say on his dumbass show, he goes on to say, "Well, I have empathy for him." No, you don't. Why give him the donkey of the day if you have empathy for him? At least the brother's trying. You know, with the black man, it's a no-win situation. We damned if we do, we damned if we don't. Now, if he was out here not looking for work, oh, bum ass nigga, he out here making these babies and he ain't working, he don't want to work nowhere. But then the brother going for a job interview, leave his kids unattended, which again, I said it, it's not idea. I would not have done it, but I'm not in that man's situation. Then you beating up on the brother. Oh, anything could have happened to the kids, this and that. Oh, how irresponsible of him. That's just irresponsible. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. And it be some of our own who come down. Some of our own. It's not the white man anymore. It's not white people. It's our own people. Those who share this that come down on us. We could see the other. We could see our enemy. Well, it was a time where we would be able to see our enemy from miles away. Okay, well that's it. That's where they at. I'm gonna move over here. I could see them coming from miles away. I'm gonna get prepared. But now it's our own. It's our own. Our own have become gatekeepers for white supremacy, and they're willing to do it tooth and nail. They can't wait to be the gatekeepers for white supremacy. They can't wait to come down on a fellow brother or sister. If they're doing wrong, yes, you call out wrong behavior. You don't defend wrong behavior because of skin color. That's crazy. Wrong is wrong. But we got to have empathy for our people. We got to find out why um, things are the way they are. Now, when I say come down on wrong, I mean stuff that's just egregious, like those gangbangers that robbed those young boys selling water. That's egregious. You can't defend that. That's savage behavior. Young boys out here selling water. I don't know what town it was in, but I saw the video on X. They out here selling water, doing something productive, and some gangbangers roll up on them and rob them at gunpoint and take their bottles of water. They robbed them at gunpoint of the little money that they had, and then you take their product too. Telling them if you see them out there doing it again, you're gonna kill them. That's savage behavior. We can't defend that. I don't care if it was black, white, yellow, or brown. That's just savage behavior. That's not that's indefensible. You cannot defend that. But what this brother did, this is not savage behavior. He was going for a job interview. And Charlemagne, well, was the job worth it? If he got the job, would it have been worth it? Something happened to the kids? Well, guess what, Charlemagne? Nothing didn't happen to the kids. Thank Allah. All praise is due to Allah for that. Nothing happened to the children. But guess what? He's in jail now. So he may not get the job. So before you run your dumb country mouth, why don't you find out what the hell's going on? Why don't you really show some empathy? See, people who make money and who sit high can look down on others. It's so easy for them to do that. There's a saying that people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Well, they do. People who live in glass houses should not throw stones. So I wish his brother the best. I hope things work out for him. I hope he finds employment. I hope he got that job. I hope his job, his employer understands, or his future employer, whatever the case may be. I hope his situation works out for him. I pray that things work out between him and the children's mother. That something's able to come out of it, positive will come out of this. That he will be able to find employment, be able to take care of those children, because he's gonna need to feed those mouths. No job's important. Charlemagne, are you gonna feed that man's children? Are you gonna feed them? Are you gonna take care of his children? No job ain't that important. Well, it is important because he need to feed mouths. He has mouths to feed. So it is important, Charlemagne. You're not gonna take care of that man's children. He was out there trying to do that, but you gave him a dunk here today. So unless you're gonna write a check and take care of this man's children while he's away in jail, shut the hell up. And then when they found out that his oldest was 10 years old and he was 24, he had the child when he was 14 years old. Well, yeah, obviously, dummy. It's not ideal for a 14-year-old boy to have children. Okay, we get it. It's not ideal, but we don't live in an ideal world. It's not ideal for you to allow Joe Biden to sit up there and tell black people that they ain't black if they don't vote for him. That wasn't an idea, but you allow him to do it. It's not an idea for you to sit up here and bootlick for the Democrats, but you do it. So you have done things that's not idea. You and DJ Envy. So y'all need to shut the hell up. It just irks me. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. I know there are going to be people who disagree with me, and that's fine and dandy. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. And in our disagreement, let's use logic, common sense, facts, and respect, not emotion and disrespect. That'll get you nowhere. So drop your comments. I would love to see it. I would love to know what you think, how y'all feel on this. Share this video. Share it, share it, share it. Let's have the conversation. Like I said earlier in this video, it's not ideal for a man to leave his children unattended at McDonald's. But we don't live in an ideal world. We live in a world where it's just people are sick and people are in, it's rough out here. It is rough out here. It's not ideal. So people take drastic actions leads to drastic measures, or drastic measures lead to drastic actions. People are at the point, I got to do what I got to do. I don't want to leave my children unattended at a McDonald's, but what choice do I have? Again, he may not have had family in that town. Or if he did, he may not trust his family with his children because you can't leave your children with relatives. No, no, no. Blood may be blood, but you can't trust blood. You'd be better off leaving them with strangers. In the cases of some of these families, he may have been molested as a young boy, and he don't want his children to face that situation. So we don't know. So we need the Charlemagne and DJ Envy, hush your mouth. Also, I mentioned that 10-year-olds being mature or watching their siblings, the younger siblings, early in this video. So a sister on X brought up an excellent point, and shout out to her. I'm not gonna say her name, but she brought up an excellent point. So 10-year-olds are mature enough to decide to cut their penises off to transition to the opposite sex, but they're not mature enough to look after their younger siblings. Let me repeat that. And a great sister on X brought this up. Children are mature enough. 10-year-olds. 10-year-olds are mature enough to decide to cut off their penises to transition to the opposite sex, but they're not mature enough to watch their younger siblings. Think about that for a second. Time's up. Make it make sense. And I'm going to land my plane there. Support my YouTube channel and my future projects. It'd be greatly appreciated. Continue y'all love and support. I need it. And believe me when I tell y'all this, y'all love and support means a lot to me. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And please continue it. I cannot do it without it. So please continue y'all love and support for your brother. Brothers as well as sisters, y'all be safe out here. Beware and be aware. Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy now more than ever before. So whether you're going to work, coming home from work, dropping your children off at school, picking them up, on spring break right now, because it's spring break out here, y'all on vacation, running errands, whatever the case may be, beware and be aware. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all soon, inshallah. Have a blessed rest of your day. I'm out. Assalamu alaikum.